Hi, I'm Mike Motteram, the account manager at Fortifi, and in this video I'm going to take you through the global marketing settings for paychecks and for commission policies. So within Fortifi, your publisher records can be set up as standalone publisher records or as part of groups in the form of foundations, but all of them will have policies for commission and also paycheck settings for making payouts to those publishers. In the organization settings, you can define the base default for these across the entire organization. This will ensure that these are passed down to all publisher records unless they are overwritten at the foundation or at the publisher stage. So to set these up within Fortifi, click on the Organizations menu in the top left and click on Organization Settings. Within here, you can click on Marketing to get to the Marketing Settings section. And there's two sections I wanted to go through today, which is the paycheck settings and the commission policies. So in paychecks, on the navigation on the left, we can click to see our current paycheck settings. Again, these are the defaults across the entire organization and will be passed down to every publisher unless they are overwritten in the foundation or the publisher record itself. So we can see here's a number of options against this paycheck that we can set up. We can set up the minimum payout, we can set up the reserve, how frequently they're being paid, and any payment delay days as well. So the minimum payout is currently set to 200. I can increase or decrease this. This is basically the amount that the commissions have to equate to before the paycheck will be generated. If we get to a paycheck period and a publisher has only got $180 in this instance, a paycheck will not be generated for them. Instead, on the next paycheck period, we'll check again, and if by then they've increased over that $200 amount, a paycheck will be created. We've next got the reserve days and the reserve percentage. So this is a way of reserving some commission, not sending it all straight to your publisher, just in case some of their acquisitions that they send to you reverse and you don't have that sales income anymore. You can reserve some of their commission for a set period of days before sending it on. In this case, it's 10% of 30 days, but again, you can change that based on your own organization settings. So next we have the pay frequency. This is the frequency in which those paychecks are generated. You can do them monthly and you can define the days of the month that these will be generated. So if you wanted to, you could do 2 a month. For instance, you could have the 1st and the 16th. Alternatively, you can change this to weekly, and you can change it to a number of weeks. You might just have this every 2 weeks on a Friday, for instance. Alternatively, you can set this to daily, and there's no further settings there because that's just every number of those days, but you can set it to every 4 days, for instance. So you can set this to really whatever you want as your paycheck settings. I'm just going to leave it as the 1st of the month. And then finally, we've got the payment delay days. So this is just the number of days that the payment will be delayed before being paid, and you can define that. Again, it's just a way of making sure that that commission is only going out once that sales value from those acquisitions is in and it's not going to be reversed. So you can save that policy, any changes that you've made, and that will be populated down to all of your publisher records, again, unless it is different in their foundation level or on the publisher record itself. So the other area you can set up within your organization settings is the commission policies. You can also set up reversal policies, traffic blocks, and brand visibility here, but in this video I'm just going to focus on the commission policies. So in here we can define which action we're going to set up a commission policy for. I'm going to pick on acquisition in this instance, and I can apply more filters to this as well. So I can start setting up commission policies for specific acquisitions of a specific device type, of a particular operating system, particular language, etc. I'm just going to leave it as any acquisition at this point, and we're going to apply that, and then we get our list of countries. So we can set a commission rate against all of those countries. I'm just going to put that to $20, and we can see that that's updated for $20 for each country. I can go through and set an individual amount for any countries which have a different amount to that $20. That might be lower in some cases or higher. And if I now click on my organization policies, we can see that we have an organization policy in here for every acquisition. We're going to pay out $20. It just gives you that baseline standard that every single publisher will meet, unless there are specific commission policies built up against the foundation or that publisher themselves. So that's it. That's how to set up the organization level policies and paycheck settings that will apply to all of your publishers unless overwritten via the foundation or via the publisher.